The Days of Our Lives November sweeps of 2025 promise one of the most dramatic, emotional and unpredictable months in recent memory, filled with danger, resurrections, hidden motives, and a cascade of emotional confrontations. Salem will be the epicenter of chaos as long-buried secrets surface, familiar faces return, and the line between life and death blurs once more. The story begins with the unsettling developments surrounding Tesoro, Marlena Evans, and the new face at Bayview, Sophia Choi. Tesoro's future has been clouded with uncertainty ever since his adoption plans began, and even though Johnny and Chanel are close to making him part of their family, Salem's chaos always finds a way to disrupt joy. Sophia, now working at Bayview, becomes involved in a tangled medical and psychological plotline that touches both Tesoro and Marlena. Marlena, already fragile after previous traumatic episodes, experiences a chilling recurrence of her Queen of the Night dreams, a recurring nightmare sequence that merges her subconscious fears with eerie premonitions. These dreams grow increasingly vivid and foreboding, blurring the line between fantasy and reality until Marlena collapses, leading to her hospitalization. Salem's beloved psychiatrist, often the anchor in everyone else's storms, becomes the patient this time, and her latest episode will serve as a harbinger of the chaos about to be unleashed. The centerpiece of the November sweeps will be Days of Our Lives' 60th anniversary celebration. In true Days fashion, what begins as a beautiful commemoration of the show's rich legacy transforms into an explosive night no one will forget. The 60th anniversary gala doubles as the grand opening of the Tom Horton Free Clinic, a noble project in honor of the Horton family's founding values of compassion and community. Yet, behind the elegant gowns and heartfelt speeches, E.J. DiMera is plotting in the shadows. His supposed philanthropy hides a much darker agenda tied to secret laboratory experiments. These experiments, said to involve untested medical procedures and questionable technology, threaten to unleash havoc across Salem. The shocking twist is that these experiments may somehow revive Stefano DiMera, not necessarily in his full physical form, but in some hybrid psychological or biological state, connecting him to the strange lab drama unfolding beneath the surface. EJ's obsession with power and legacy drives him to tamper with forces he doesn't fully understand. Tony DiMera, long seen as the moral counterbalance within the DiMera clan, gets drawn into the conspiracy, but whispers around Salem suggest that this Tony may not actually be Tony at all, but Andre DiMera impersonating him once again. If that is true, the deception could send shockwaves through the DiMera empire, leaving the family torn apart by mistrust and betrayal. At the same time, the returning characters will inject both nostalgia and new conflicts into the storyline. Sammy Brady returns, and with her arrival comes a storm of unresolved questions, old grudges and unfinished business. Alongside her, viewers will see Eric Brady, Eli Grant, Lonnie Price Grant, Will Horton and Lucas Horton, a gathering of Salem favorites to honor the past but also stir the pot for the future. The anniversary event will not only celebrate Salem's history but ignite new chapters that intertwine these familiar faces with present-day chaos. Sammy's comeback holds a key to one of the month's biggest mysteries: the strange recognition Kat Green felt upon seeing Sammy's framed photo at the townhouse. There's a growing suspicion that Sammy, EJ, and Kat share a mysterious past connection, possibly tied to a facility where they all once crossed paths during recovery or treatment. The recurring mention of Wuthering Heights between EJ and Kat may not be a coincidence. Perhaps Sammy, in one of her past compassionate or rehabilitative phases, read the novel aloud to EJ and Kat during a time when they were both emotionally and physically vulnerable. The romantic tragedy of that book might mirror their own intertwined fates, suggesting a love triangle or a forgotten emotional bond that will resurface explosively once all the memories come flooding back. While Kat wrestles with her growing attraction to Chad DiMera, she also tries to maintain her professional partnership with Rafe Hernandez. Her heart, however, remains torn between the stability Rafe offers and the intensity Chad brings. Chad himself, still haunted by his past and uncertain of his future, will find himself drawn back into the DiMera storm that he once tried to escape. Kat's connection to EJ may further complicate this, linking Chad's personal life to the sinister undercurrents of the DiMera lab experiments. As all this chaos unfolds, Thanksgiving approaches, but instead of calm, the holiday brings bittersweet emotions for many. Families will gather, pretending to set aside drama for a single day of gratitude, yet unresolved tensions will simmer just below the surface. Xander Kyriakis will find himself especially heartbroken. His desperate attempt to reconcile with Sarah Horton Kyriakis backfires, leaving him more alone than ever. Sarah's heart may be softening, but the damage of the past and Xander's repeated missteps make her wary of trusting him again. The holiday only amplifies Xander's loneliness, driving him to seek meaning elsewhere, perhaps setting the stage for an unexpected new alliance or redemption arc in December. Rachel Black, meanwhile, enters a dangerous phase of rebellion.